In February of 2005, Judson Cornwall, one of America's finest teachers and the prolific author on the subject of praise, died peacefully after a 4-year bout with cancer. For the last quarter of his life he taught thousands how to praise God. He started his emphasis on praise and worship in the church at a time when the praise and worship element of the music industry was still in its infancy. Sometime before this grand old gentleman of faith died, I heard him tell a story I have never forgotten. He was called to a Christian home to counsel with a family that had been experiencing a great deal of discord among them. He advised them on several levels on how to deal with their problems. Finally he said that he noticed that all the time he was in their house that he could hear the TV playing in one room, and from the other rooms came the sound of the radio with rock and roll, loud hype and advertising clamor. Each divide and traverse to the presence of God. They are the souls of men, the product of loving deeds, and yes, music. We will be making music and singing for all eternity. What does all this say about music? Simply put, music, anointed Christ-honoring music, has connected to it an eternal quality. It is with good cause that those who are gifted with the power to communicate God's message with musical craft call their work a music ministry. Those who labor in a music ministry today have more tools and opportunities available to them than at any other time in history. Modern technology has spawned electronic production and replicating devices that can host an entire orchestra in a tiny bit of circuitry. Even with just traditional acoustic instruments, the means of publishing and distributing the sounds of the many jewels God has raised to serve Him with music can be spread around at the speed of light. MP3s, high-tech digital editing gear, and the means of publishing and reproducing the sound by almost anyone even at home has nearly transformed the old lumbering and hapless kind of promotion known in the past. So what's going around these days? It is an understatement to say that the best is getting better and the fledgling sounds of the newbies is bringing up the rear with great promise and skill. Cross-genre is becoming mixed genre in gospel music. Seeing Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver appearing with Bill Gaither was only the beginning. Bluegrass gospel is being woven into the fabric of Southern gospel and old-time quartet gospel music harmoniously, to borrow a musical term. Hillsong is now in the good company of dozens of great contemporary praise groups, and the sounds of worship are popping up in country gospel and Southern gospel as well.